Assalamualaikum dear students. How are you all? Dear students, for a few days we are learning about five sentences, and today is the last part of the five sentences, and in this video we will be learning about two things, that is how to convert an assertive sentence into imperative sentence, and we will also learn about how to convert an assertive sentence into exclamatory sentence. So first we will know how to convert an assertive sentence into imperative sentence. So we all know that an imperative sentence is the sentence by which we command someone to do something, or we may also say that we request someone or we advise someone to do something or not to do something. But structurally, an imperative sentence always starts with a verb, not with any subject, that is noun or pronoun. Rather, it will be started with a verb. So to turn any assertive sentence into imperative sentence, we will have two rules, and the first rule will be second person subject. That means when you will have second person subject in your sentence, then you will have to follow this rule. You know that second person subject is actually you. So whenever our subject is you, that is second person, then we will have to follow this rule, and the rule is inside bracket we are putting don't, then from verb till the end of the sentence. That means you can see that I have kept don't inside bracket. That means you may need to use it sometime or you may not need to use it. It will depend. If the sentence is in affirmative, then you should not take any don't. But if the sentence is in negative sense, then you should put don't at the beginning of the sentence. But the main rule is that you will have to start the sentence from the verb. That is, you will have to start it from the verb and you will end it at the end of the sentence. Then it will be an imperative sentence. But you have to remember that your subject here is in second person. So let me give you an example. You should help the poor. Okay. Here you can see that our subject is a second person noun. That's why we can follow this rule, and the rule will be like this. We'll have to start from the verb, and you can see that the verb here is help. So we'll start from here and rest of the sentence. That means help the poor will be the exact answer or the imperative form of this assertive sentence. So here, help the poor. This is the answer. But what if we have a sentence with negative sense? So for this we should take another example. You should not make noise in the class. So as the sentence is in negative sense, that's why we should put don't at the beginning. Don't. Then the same thing, we'll have to start from the verb and then the rest of the thing. That means make noise in the class. So this is the answer. That means if the sentence is in affirmative form, just start from the main verb and do it till the end of the sentence. That will be the imperative form. And if you have the sentence is in negative form, then you should put don't at the beginning of the sentence and the rest of the thing as like as the first one. So that's all about rule number 1. Now we will discuss about rule number 2. And we have only 2 rules for assertive to imperative. And the rule number 2 is about first or third person subject. So in the first rule, we learn that if the subject of the sentence is in second person, then we should start the sentence from the verb till the end of the sentence. But here we will learn if our sentence with its first person subject or third person subject, then what to do. So here is the rule. Let, I am giving a not here inside bracket. That means if the sentence is in negative, then we should take this not, otherwise we don't need to take it. Then objective form of the subject plus from verb till the end of the sentence. So from here, actually we can sense rule number 1 actually. That is from verb till the end of the sentence. Similar to rule number 1. But here is the difference that we have to take let and the objective form of the subject, that is either first person subject or third person subject. So let me first give you an example, then it will be clear. We should help the poor. So if here the subject were in first person or third person, then we should take let. But if our subject were in second person, then the answer would be only help the poor. But here, as we have first person subject, we should take let first, let, then the objective form of the subject, we. Here the objective form of we will be us, then from the verb till the end of the sentence, that is this part. So let us help the poor. So this is the answer. So we know that we have 3 persons, that is first person, second person and third person. If we have second person, then we will follow rule number 1, that is we will start from the verb till the end of the sentence. But if we have first person or third person, then we will follow rule number 2, that is we will start the sentence with let, then we will have to put the objective form of the subject, then starting from the verb till the end of the sentence. So this is the final answer, let us help the poor. So that's all about assertive to imperative. We have only 2 rules here. Now we'll learn about how to change an assertive sentence into exclamatory sentence. And here we will also have 2 rules. And at the end of the rules, I will also give you some clues. So assertive to exclamatory. So rule number 1. If we have a or an inside the sentence. So we'll follow this rule whenever we'll have article a or an, not the, only a or an, but inside the sentence, not at the beginning of the sentence. If we have a or an at the beginning of the sentence, then this rule will not do. We'll only follow this rule whenever we'll have a or an at the middle or inside the sentence. So the rule will be what plus from a or an till the end of the sentence plus subject plus verb plus exclamatory sign. So this is the rule. What we have to do here, we have to first take what, but you have to keep in mind that you should have a or an at the middle of the sentence or inside the sentence. Then you can follow this rule, that is you have to take what at the beginning of the sentence, then you will have to start from the article a or an, and you should put till the end of the sentence. Then you have to put the subject and verb respectively, and finally the exclamatory sign at the end of the sentence. So let me give you an example here. It is a nice book. So here you can see that we have article a or an inside the sentence, not at the beginning of the sentence. So we can follow this structure or rule, that is we have to take what at the beginning. Then we should start from the article, that is from here till the end of the sentence will come here. A nice book. Then the subject and verb will come. It is, and finally exclamatory mark or exclamatory sign. So this is the final answer. What a nice book it is. Not is it. It will be it is. Okay. So now we'll have the second rule. If we don't have a or an inside the sentence. That means in rule number 1, what we are talking about, we will follow rule number 1 whenever we will have a or an inside the sentence. But here, if we don't have a or an inside the sentence, then we will follow this rule, and the rule will be like this. We'll have to take how plus from adjective or adverb till the end of the sentence then plus subject plus verb, subject plus verb, then the exclamatory sign. So as we don't have any article, or we can say a or an inside the sentence, so now we will have to start from the adjective or adverb of the sentence till the end of the sentence. After how, then the subject and verb will come, and finally we will have to put exclamatory sign. Let me give you an example here. he is honest. I'm giving you a very simple sentence here. He is honest. You can see that in this sentence we don't have any article a or an, not about the, only a or an inside the sentence. Then we'll have to follow rule number 2. That is, we'll have to start the sentence with how. Then from the adjective or adverb till the end of the sentence. But you can see that we only have an adjective here, and after that we have nothing. That means we don't need to write anything after honest. We only put here honest. If you have anything after honest, it should come here after honest in the sentence here. So now we have to take the subject and verb here. He is, then an exclamatory sign or exclamatory mark. This is the answer here. So you should remember also that these 3 words I am giving here, very, great, and most, will always be removed or eliminated from the sentence. That means if you have very, great, or most, either in rule number 1 or rule number 2, no matter, it will be removed from the sentence first, then you will have to follow the rule. So I will give you another example with very. He is a very strong boy. So first you have to remove this very from the sentence. Now your sentence is, he is a strong boy. So as we have article a or an here, that means we will follow rule number 1. That is, we have to take what, then from article till the end of the sentence. So as we have left out very from the sentence, that means we have a strong boy. Now the subject and verb will come here, and at the end exclamatory sign. This is the answer. What a strong boy he is. So whenever you will find very, great, almost, this kind of words will be eliminated or removed from the sentence first, then you have to follow the rule. So actually we have 2 rules for assertive to exclamatory, but I can give you another example also. Like, it is a matter of joy that I have got GPA 5 in the JSC exam. So sometimes you will find this kind of sentence, but let me tell you something, that here the exclamatory is only in this part. This is the part where we should use exclamatory sign, and you can see that this sentence is in assertive form and it will be in its assertive form in the answer also. So here the answer will be Surya, then exclamatory sign here, and now the rest of the sentence will come here in its assertive form. That is, I have got GPA 5 in the JSC exam. So if you have anything of sad or sadness, then you should use sorrow. That is, alas, the word which actually expresses sadness. That is, you can use alas, ALAS. Or for something which is very strange, we can also use under, this kind of thing. But this kind of sentence won't come in our examination. So if you have idea about rule number 1 and rule number 2, then you will be able to solve any sentence from assertive to exclamatory. So that's all about assertive to exclamatory, and I will give you some exercise as worksheet in the school website. Please download it and solve them and send it to me as soon as possible. And thank you for watching the class.